Noise impact. What is a noise? Noise can be defined as a disagreeable or undesirable sound or other disturbance. From acoustic point of view, sound and noise constitute the same phenomena of the atmospheric pressure fluctuation above the mean atmospheric pressure. So, noise or sound is a result of the pressure variation in elastic media such as air, water, or solids, which generate by vibrating surface or turbulent fluid flow. The example noise source. Based on ISO 12001, noise may be classified as steady, non-steady, or impulsive depending on the temporal variation in sound pressure level. Steady noise is a noise with negligible small fluctuation of the sound pressure level within the period of observation. A noise is called non-steady when its sound pressure level shifts significantly during the period of observation. This type of noise can be divided into the intermediate noise and fluctuating noise. The fluctuating noise is a noise for which the level changes continuously and to great extent during the period of observation. This is a table of noise types. The first one, small variation, type of source such as a pump, electric motor, gearbox, or conveyor. This we can classify as constant continuous sounds. For intermediate noise, type of source such as the air compressor, automatic machinery during a work cycle, such as the air dryer, constant but intermediate sounds. Third one, large fluctuation, periodical fluctuating sounds, such as the mass production, surface grinding, dryer, or large irregular fluctuation, such as the welding, component assembly, or similar impulse, such as the automatic press, pneumatic drill, riveting, or isolated impulse, such as the hammer blows, material handling, punch press, gunshot. Requirements of noise control. International Institute for the Occupational Safety and Health, or NIOSH, recommend the following standard for the promulgation by regulatory agencies such as the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, to protect the worker from hearing loss resulting from the occupational noise exposure. The first one, recommended exposure limit, or REL. The REL for occupational noise exposure is about 85 decibel A range as an 8-hour time range average, or TWA exposure at and above this level are considered hazardous. Second one, Hearing Loss Prevention Program, or HLPP. The employer shall institute an effective hearing loss prevention program when any worker exposure with 8-hour TWA exposure equal or exceeds 85 decibel A. And third one, noise exposure assessment. The employer shall conduct a noise exposure assessment when any worker made contact with the 8-hour TWA exposure equal to or exceeds 85 dBA. Exposure measurement shall conform to the American National Standard Measurement of Occupational Noise Exposure, or ANSI S12-1996. However, the noise exposure limit of each country can be different, as shown in the below tables. For example, Argentina, the acceptable for 8 hours is 90 decibels. Australia, for 8 hours average range is acceptable in 85. So it means that in any country, the regulation may be different. So we have to study which country that we have to control. What harm can noise cause? Generally, the noise can be cause of the hearing damage. Noise at work can cause hearing damage that is permanent and disabling. This can be hearing loss that is gradual because of exposure of the noise over the time, but also damage caused by sudden exposure to extreme loud noise. The damage is disabling as it can stop people Being able to understand speech. Hearing loss is not the only problem. People may develop tinnitus, ringing, threatening, buzzing, or humming in the ear, and distressing condition which can lead to disrupt sleep. Second one, safety issue. Noise at work can interfere with the communication and make warning harder to hear. It can also reduce people's awareness of their surroundings. This issue can lead to safety risks. For example, noise calculation. The sound generated by the cooling tower comes from the energy expended by the motor, the speed reducer or power transmission unit, the cooling fan and cascading water on/off which combine to produce a cooling tower noise as below table. For overall noise level, it will summarize the sound pressure level throughout the range of the frequency. May be used at the 63, 125, 250, 500, 1000, 2000, 4000, and 8000 Hz. This overall measurement is commonly converted to a scale range or dBA, which represents the human ear perception of the measured sound level. The below is calculated overall noise level and noise control. The yellow circle means the area enveloped by noise 75 dBA. How can we control noise? There are many ways of reducing noise and noise exposure. It depends on the budgetary to decide on the practical, cost-effective action to control noise risk, such as using the quieter equipment or a different process, using a screen, barrier, enclosure, or absorbent material to reduce the noise on its path to the people exposed, design and laying out the workplace to create a quiet workstation, improve the working technique to reduce noise level, limiting the times people spend in the noisy area. Generally recommend for the working with the high noise. The general recommendation of working with the high noise area by International Institute of the Noise Control Engineering or INCE is following. Limit of the 85 dB for each work shift. Maximum sound pressure level as the limit of the 110 dBA on peak. Use of the personal hearing protection should be encouraged when engineering noise control measurements are insufficient to reduce the daily exposure to 85 dBA in working area, and it should be mandatory when exposure level is over than the 90 dBA. Efforts to reduce the noise level by considering the feasible economical and technological reasonable value. So this is a noise impact study. Thank you for watching my video and let's see our next video. Bye bye.